thighs, controller down, eyes forward. But SUHHH versus Secret is going to be seeing who goes through to that lower bracket semi-final. It's going to be a tough one. Secret, theoretically, the team that's just going to be coming out on top, but SUHHH can absolutely give them a run for their money.
It'll be quite interesting to see if SUHHH drops the first game. You know what they would pick. KV1, also quite well known in the 1v1 department. There's a miss by Hibbs. KV1. See, sad. Not able to get that shot on target. Mike Boy testing the other side now. Shooting opportunity, but Knight a little slow to get up. Ended up just going for a 50. Another opportunity shaping up. KV1 going for the backboard. And that one's swept off the backboard by Mike Boy.
About 30 seconds gone so far, and decent chances coming in for SUHHH. They're probably going to go try relative aggression. But what can you do against a team that's going to be as quick as Secret is? Sad goes up high to the backboard. Who's waiting there for him? It's going to be Thu. Gets that control, gets it cleared away, but then a nice touch on from Mike Boy. Now Hibbs challenging versus 2. One of those two is KV1, and KV1 now finds himself in the graveyard. Knight in that back corner challenges again versus Thu. Good defense coming out from SUHHH whenever they've been pushed.
Yeah, but you also saw the recovery after the demo. Team Secret trying to pick up the pace, trying to play as fast as they can. That shot predictable, but we did see 2 go. KV1 also running on fumes. Sad leaves that for Knight. Thu was already up in the air, predicted where Knight was going. As we see boost troubles here for Team Secret. Knight does pick up 100, and now we'll chase after the ball. Perhaps we'll be able to get a pinch. Gets the demo instead. Forget the ball when you can just go for the demo.
Secret so far in this competition, I mean, a decent record in their 3v3s. They won just the one versus Koi. Unfortunately for them, they didn't go particularly well versus Rule 1. They then lost both of them. It's not quite as well maybe as I thought originally. But KV1 managing to get the opening goal for Secret, hoping to turn their tides in these 3v3s.
And that was a really smart play by Knight, who lays the ball up. And we see this play so much in today's game. You lay the ball up, you give your teammates that shooting opportunity, and you carry on and try to clear the path. Can't do it better than that. Knight, selfless play, and it results in a Team Secret goal.
SUHHH are currently looking at being 1-1 in our competition here at Gamers8. In these 3v3s, they got one of them against version 1, and they lost the other one versus version 1. They've only played the one series so far. Early shots coming out from Team Secret are going to be shutting them down pretty harshly, though. Their defense is holding, but definitely being stretched thin.
Sad was up quick. And still, we see possession stay in the hands of Team Secret. Knight up over 1. It's going to go for the 50, and it's well defended. 2 defenders there, making sure that that ball stays out of the net.
Good challenge coming in as well from KV1. Manages to keep control of that ball. Hibbs now challenging against him. Knight can't get it past Thu. Thu up fast, and Hibbs with a backflip. Tactical, I believe, because he knew he wasn't going to be beaten to that ball. Mike Boy stays grounded and avoids 2 bumps, and then also nearly gets it past KV1.
Gets the revenge, and that's going to be a goal. We saw the bump before attempted on Mike Boy. I think it was from Knight as well, and Mike Boy says, hey, let me show you what it's like.
That's my friend. How dare you? Takes him out in the net. The save otherwise was relatively routine. But if he's not there to save it, then that routine is absolutely broken apart. Great comeback goal for SUHHH.
And all-around good play from Mike Boy. You had mentioned that he had to dodge a couple bumps in order to even make it downfield to be in that position to go for the demo. So fantastic heads-up play from Mike Boy. Got to have your head on a swivel in today's game. Mike Boy trying to stay behind it for a 50. Knight will lob it down, has no boost to chase. KV1 goes for a demo, but Hibbs manages to dodge that. Hibbs flicking by another, picking up the mid.
Nice
goes for a high shot, backboard rebound. KV1 tips it away, but Hibbs was doing work to get that opportunity.
Hibbs did everything for that goal, but the final man not there. Can't manage to find its way, just about tucked into the net. And Hibbs, through the qualifiers to get here, he was the guy. He blew me away with his ability. I told him as much as well when I saw him in the hotel. I want to see that exact quality come through. He was by far the standout player for SUHHH.
And has already had some standout plays, didn't score, but set up the goal. So we are tied with less than a minute left to go. Team Secret have been playing defense for most of this back half of the game. KV1 clears it out, can't keep possession again. We've seen Team Secret continually have to boom it downfield without managing to keep control. Now Mike Boy moves in, pinch off the wall, sends it back to Hibbs. Hibbs beans it off the crossbar. This one off the backboard, still dangerous. Hibbs has KV1 come from behind, and he's able to at least slow down the attack for now.
So many chances, and that pass as well. In a great position. Oh, the bump not being able to be too receptive on the side of KV1. Zero boost pushes now, manages to get the mid-100 underneath him. Now Sad pushes round. That's one, that's two, that's down into the middle. That's a demo. Mike Boy can save it away. Final 10 ticking down.
On Hibbs. Oh, what is that? Oh my goodness, Hibbs was panicking. I think he was expecting someone else to be able to get there.
I think he thought Tho was going to get it, but look, he gets bumped out of the way.
Oh my goodness. What was the shot clock on that? The speed gun.
It was like 2 miles an hour and a breath of wind.
Oh, that has to hurt so bad. So
great bump though for Secret.
It was a great bump for Secret, but in this game, they had Team Secret on their back wheels almost the entirety of the game. Team Secret started out hot, but then they took over the game. They had all the momentum. They were dodging the bumps. We saw Mike Boy land that demo that opened up the goal. They had look after look. Team Secret was clearing with no boost, just trying to stay alive and keep their heads above water. And then that play, you could see Hibbs not able to half flip back to the ball, turned off expecting a teammate to be there, did not expect that bump to be landed. That was a wild ride in game one.
Brutal way to lose that first one as well. A lovely bump coming in for Secret on their first goal. Of course, their second as well that James was just talking about. So definitely the opportunities for Team Secret.
That one just hitting off the bar.
And then that was the pass. It was a great pass, but just no opportunity. And that one rolling in.
Oh, my.
Apparently 40 kilometers per hour. Whatever a kilometer is, I have no idea.
Wait, what? Aren't you supposed to know that?
We don't use kilometers per hour in the UK.
But don't you use meters?
Yeah, but we also use stone and pounds and yards and furlongs.
I think we know the root of the problem.
Is it the English? As ever. A shock.
Well, you know, honestly, though, Hibbs, he was not the problem. I think Hibbs had a great job, or was doing a great job for the most part for SUHHH. You mentioned how he was the standout player. We saw so many good plays. And he's English, so maybe that disproves it.
Yep, there we go. We have one good Englishman. He's our one export. Thank you very much. And of course, we've got the coach over on the side of Sir Relating Way, very familiar name to any veterans of Rocket League who are watching. But now we find ourselves in a 1v1. Mike Boy versus KV1 and first blood to Secret.
And this was well done. KV1 goes up the wall, sees Mike Boy retreat and says, I will take that space. Thank you very much. And I'll have an easy flick to the far post. Stop that one if you can. And now Mike Boy is going to have to be playing from behind. Possession here again for KV1. KV1 reading Mike Boy like a matador. He baits Mike Boy in and just has him fly by.
When you look at how these two players fare up in the ranked 1v1 leaderboards, Mike Boy is decidedly not around. KV1, he has historically been a fantastic 1v1 player. Hasn't been grinding it too much recently. Currently sitting in the top 50, which isn't too bad at all. But definitely the advantage being for Secret here.
And we've seen all of this game so far be KV1 possession. Mike Boy again, creeping up in the corner, gets bumped off the ball. Now it's going to be a race back. You see Mike Boy there first, but KV1 will have all the boost. Half a tank here for Mike Boy. Mike Boy lost in no man's land. KV1 is making this look easy.
Just sheer mispositioning there from Mike as well. Goes up, has to then boost back, sees he can't get back at all. And that back corner boost spawning at the perfect time for KV1. That allows him to boost. And Mike Boy thought he had the advantage, maybe wasn't tracking that back corner boost. Whereas KV1 managed to just about sneak it in the end. KV1 now to this left-hand wall with 100 boost. Let's Mike Boy get his 100 boost, gets it on his hood. Flicks it high, gets lost in the net, and manages to just about recover in time to save it away.
Full boost as well for Mike Boy, but Mike Boy dives in. However, KV1 sails it, dodges the bump, and Mike Boy concedes. I thought he threw away the opportunity, but KV1 says, oh, I'm just taking the scenic route.
Oh my gosh, Mike Boy, bless you, my son. I love the idea. Get KV1 rid. In the end, though, he just puts the brakes on, says goodbye, sayonara, see you later. KV1, the 4th goal in just a single minute.
And we might see another. Oh, that was a good save there from Mike Boy.
That was a classy save.
Yeah, upside down, on his way, flipping back over. So able to push that ball out. Now KV1 just going to deny boost, clear this ball downfield.
He knows Mike Boy's low.
Is Mike Boy going to dodge the demo? Mike Boy has to think about not only the ball, but KV1 barreling down behind him.
God, KV1 wants that possession. He is hunting and fighting for it, and then KV1 tracking that back corner boost again, just a little bit better than Mike Boy does. Can get the advantage, can get the shot, can get the goal. Mike Boy's positioning is just too aggressive.
Mike Boy, he's being outclassed right now by KV1. KV1 recovering so well on the wall, immediately getting back into position to take the shot. You could just tell that Mike Boy was not ready. He did not think that KV1 was going to be able to get back in control and belt a shot on target that fast. Mike Boy is lost out there right now, and KV1, he's the one with the map.
I'm intrigued as to why they've picked Mike Boy too. I don't know why Tho isn't playing their 1v1, whether Mike Boy's thinking, I'm confident, I'm happy to go for this, it's fine, but Tho is their 1v1 player.
Normally, yeah. I mean, I still remember watching Tho snipe Scrub Killer on stream all the time back in the day.
Well, he was also playing the 1v1s in our qualifying event, in Games Without Borders. It was Tho.
So you do wonder what is going on there for SUHHH. This was an unexpected choice. Then look at the power on that flick. It's still not in. It does go out. Oh, but KV1, though, appears to be playing with his food.
KV1 just taking a little bit more time with it. It's confident just to be like, mate, we can hang out in the green half all you want. I'm more than happy just to vibe up here. Doesn't matter. Mike Boy needs to work out as soon as possible what he can do to take him down. With 100 boost, though, KV1's up at the back. Takes it down. That is such a scary position for Mike Boy. Just forces him to change everything that he wants to do. The 50 now going the way of Mike Boy.
KV1's laughing about it right now.
They're talking.
Yeah, it's sad just in conversation with KV1. KV1 gets possession so easily, and now he goes for the flick.
Bro.
Look at the ball control on this play, Stumpy.
Bro. KV1, you said him playing with his food. He has torn his food apart and has made a full diorama out of it. 6-0.
Oh, that was so... He gets around the ball and he wave dashes to the right to keep possession on that ball.
Why are they talking? They're having a conversation. It's like he's waiting at the bus stop, just like, all right, man, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just 1v1ing right now for about 45 grand. What about you? Like, what are you on about? What are you on about, KV1? Stop it!
He's got him in a headlock.
Stop it!
I don't think there's any stopping KV1 at this point. The dog's already out.
The pack of dogs is hunting James. And it is not a secret that SUHHH are being utterly outclassed in this one. Mike Boy, bless your little cotton socks, pal. This is not the one for you, is it?
Well, it just goes to show you the class of KV1. KV1, we've seen him competing with the world's best in ones. And right now, Mike Boy has not been able to keep his head above water. KV1 has been lights out. The possession, the control, the depth. You saw him going for air bumps, the flicks, fakes. KV1 can do it all.
Yeah,
right
bump
now,
him.
Mike Boy can't do much.
Go on, bump him. See how he likes that. Be a bit rude. Hit him. Makes no contact on that play, but might back you to get a hit on the car, if not the ball. Final 45 ticks down, an utter formality since the first 30 seconds elapsed. And Team Secret going to be going 2-0 up in the series.
No, there's still a chance.
James Bott.
I'm just kidding.
I like you as a friend.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't respect you as a colleague.
I mean, you're jumping to conclusions. I meant in the series. You know?
And in which case, then I take it all back.
This was such a dominating game from KV1. And SUHHH really have to go back to the drawing board. And if there is a glimmer of hope for SUHHH, I think it's the fact that they did look better, in my opinion, in 3v3s. They had most of the
did, yeah.
most of the pressure. And thank goodness for them, 1v1s is now out of the way.
Whew. Yep, get that gone. That's all they're thinking. That's what Mike Boy was doing. He was making sure that Tho doesn't get too uncomfortable. He's like, oh, mate, don't worry. I'll take it for you.
Keeping his battery.
He stands outside with KV1 and walks back in, bloodied and bruised, like, don't worry, mate, I took that one on the shin for you. We're good. 3v3 is back on the menu. KV1 is confident. SUHHH need to play for their lives in Gamers8 23.
And it looked like the life was sucked out of Mike Boy in this game. It started out with the strong flick from KV1 and also a few smiles, which turned into, I think, a little bit more laughter as KV1 got more comfortable. This play right there.
That's grim, isn't it?
Flipping back to the right to get underneath the ball, controlling it, and being able to get that flick, and then the bump play is the cherry on top. And KV1 was unstoppable in that 1v1 now. As you said, Stumpy, SUHHH fighting for their lives. They're down to one more game that they can lose. If they lose it, their run ends here, and Team Secret will be moving on.
I feel like not often do we see a player held to 0 in a 1v1 as well. It's such a goal-heavy game mode. I don't want to keep having a go, my boy.
I mean, that was still goal-heavy.
It was. It was.
It's not in the way that SUHHH was hoping. So.
Very true.
You know, they have a chance though to bounce back. They looked good in the 3v3s. You know, now we're gonna see if they can get one. They have to get this one here, and then it opens up the door for 2v2s. I think maybe you give the players a little more space over on SUHHH. This is not out of the realm of possibility, but this is the time for them. They got to do it now or never.
I mean, realistically, when you see just how the 2v2 team is on SUHHH, that is a winnable team. Mike Boy and Tho are brilliant players. That was now classing by KV1, who was playing, by the way, to a very high standard. That was not Mike just throwing it away.
Ones is a specialist's game.
It really is.
And KV1 is an expert.
There's a chance now in this second 3v3. Can SUHHH wrestle one back and keep themselves alive?
KV1, a clear out. Race with Tho. Right back to Knight. Knight saw land a couple demos before. Now going for a 50 and it's goal! Disaster for SUHHH!
Oh, that's devastation. Knight goes high brilliantly. Can't get the reset there, but taps it enough. And then Mike Boy finally gets a goal.
That is brutal.
Sorry. James looked me in the eyes and I knew that that was maybe too harsh.
Oh, man. Mike Boy still trying to recover from that beatdown that KV1 put on him. And it is not the best start, and that kind of goal can really take the wind out of your sails. Sad. Going up to the ceiling, back down. Ground pinch is going to be cleared out. KV1, opportunity to possess. Hits it right at Tho. Knight booming it up the gut. Hibbs has the half flip back. Sad trying to pounce, but Hibbs gets around him. Hibbs going for goal and forces KV1 to stretch for that save.
Mike Boy now going for a bump on that back line. It makes it and keeps it scary. Mike Boy now a chance to shoot. It's going to be a bit of a wobbler. It's on target, and Mike Boy levels up the game. 90 seconds gone, and an equalizer from the pinch pass by SUHHH.
And Mike Boy won't stand for the slander. The perfect shot, post and in. Mike Boy scoring both of the goals so far, and we're tied.
It's 90 seconds so far, looking much better. 3v3, certainly the closest game mode. KV on that double, not going to be going their way. Hibbs and throw, cross streams, can't quite get anything from that, however. Back corner sees KV1 0 boost. He's had that a couple of times, 0 boost. Hasn't formed too many issues so far, but I saw it in the first game as well. Hibbs is joined in the sky by one of his other players. Reese over the top, Tho to shoot, Tho to score. SUHHH, the 3v3s may well be their savior.
And Hibbs, lovely play there, trying to mask his intentions, goes for the flip reset pass, and it's the perfect setup for Tho. And SUHHH right back into this game, right back into this series if they can convert.
HIBS definitely bringing over that quality that we saw from him in our qualifier. Standout player for me on SUHHH, as I mentioned earlier. And Mike Boy up high to challenge versus KV1. So KV1 shies away. Knight's there. HIBS shoots. Only finds the defender. And now it's a chance for Team Secret to get this big counter-attack down the right-hand wing. Possession still in favor of Secret. The second touch can't get Mike Boy to defend.
On that pinch, goes towards the front of the net, but Tho is in perfect position to handle it. SUHHH back up in the middle. Tho jumps from a backwards position. Back to the ball, goes for a 50 now. Looking for another one. Just trying to stay behind the ball, has to retreat now. In the hands of Secret. Knight going airborne quickly. KV1 towards net. You can see SUHHH wanted to get the, or Knight rather wanted to get the bump or the demo on the player in net, but recognized just a bit too late. And SUHHH has been able to do a good job dodging most of the demo and bump attempts so far in this series.
SUHHH are doing a brilliant job of holding on to this game as well. His pass it back over towards Mike Boy. A confidence goal would do massive here. But SUHHH clears away Mike Boy's brilliant opportunity.
It looked like Mike Boy hit the clip. Might have even been the play of the series. That has to be devastating. And now, shot opportunity, that's going to be sailed wide. SUHHH not able to make the most of that. Does get the demo, however.
From SUHHH as well, because that was an open net, essentially. The bump came in. I don't believe it was HIBS got bumped. He couldn't save it. But a pass coming over, the 1-2, HIBS to save it on that chance.
Another chance.
Secret on target, just above the bar. Mike Boy, this defense staying strong until, never mind, they're back again.
That ball was about halfway in, and it was cleared off the goal line. Multiple close calls. That one would have been in favor of Team Secret, but SUHHH holding on for their dear lives as we approach this final minute of gameplay. SUHHH not out of it just yet.
It's a good chance, however, as Secret trying to push HIBS to shoot again. KV1 does not land well. Tho can shoot, it's just wide. SUHHH cannot get the touch. Mike Boy can. Celebrates with fist bumps with his teammates. SUHHH stay alive.
And that is a bounce back from Mike Boy. Mike Boy takes one for the team. Going out and playing against KV1, does not have the greatest start. We saw the own goal, but then what happens? Mike Boy comes roaring back, almost hits the clip, scores 2 goals in this game. Mike Boy truly is stepping up for SUHHH.
Final 40 seconds, this 3v3, looking like the best chance for them. Knight though, misses one, can't quite get it. Seconds running out, ticking down for Secret now. Right-hand wall, HIBS up high, 40 boost, just goes to the block instead of anything too fancy. Maintains that control, and KV1 can punt it long.
Mike Boy, again on the approach, but cleared it right to SUHHH, who had pre-positioned on the ceiling. Corner pass, KV1's up, not the best path for Mike Boy, still gets a hand up. Final 10, 2-goal deficit. With that clear, that's gonna be all hope gone for Team Secret. So SUHHH, you know, we may have had a few laughs just that game against Mike Boy and KV1, but in the 3v3 department, we see them come through. They lost the first one, but they win the second one, and now there's no more ones to contend with. We'll see 2s, and if they win that, back to 3v3s, where SUHHH has looked like the better team. Certainly
their strongest game mode, but now it's a chance for Tho and Mike Boy to prove that they can do it as a duo. KV1 just unceremoniously tore Mike Boy apart in their 1v1, but now it's time to bring Tho on the pitch. And who's it going to be, do we reckon, for Secret? They played a 2v2 so far. They have. It was SUHHH and KV1 previously. Now it's been overtime versus Koi. And then they've not played a 2v2 since. So just one, and then they've won it.
Yeah, and then on the other side, we saw Mike Boy and Tho play against version 1. So we'll see if that is the same roster, or if they give Mike Boy a break. Mike Boy has been having to work pretty hard.
He's had a big day, bless him.
So I would not be surprised to see Tho and HIBS out there.
I'd also say that you mentioned they played versus version 1. They took Daniel and Beast Mode to overtime. Dan and Beast Mode, they ended up winning it. It was 20 seconds later, but taking one of the best duos in Rocket League to overtime. That's going to be a big, big statement. It's going to be Knight and KV1. Not Sad and KV1, just a little bit different. And Mike Boy needs to make sure that his tires are not trembling at the sight of KV1.
I think after that last 3v3 game, Mike Boy just says, you know, hey, I just need a little bit of backup. You know, ones is not my specialty, but the team play is. Chance for SUHHH to get a win here, and truly even with what we've seen so far, Stumpy in that first game, even though Team Secret was able to win it, there was a lot of possession for SUHHH. We see Knight with the flip reset, not able to connect after getting the flip. But you would be in real trouble if you're Team Secret and you drop this game.
All of a sudden, after looking at the best team quite clearly, losing that second 3-3-3-1. Last chance for Team Secret to push up on the counter, but nobody goes for that ball. Mike Boy now against old enemy KV1 in the sky. Takes it low. Knight has to get a touch, and he does so. Tho has to retreat.
Good clear. That gives some space now to Team Secret. They can resituate. Mike Boy with the flick. Hoping for a rebound. Boost denied by Tho. Now Knight gets rid of it a bit early. Now a pass attempt, KV1 intercepts. Mike Boy, light touch. He's gonna try to get that boost steal, does so now. Tho moves in, pinch goes across the field now, KV1. He's gonna poke it around Mike Boy, takes it to the air. In a 1v1 now, but the ball got a little bit too far away. And we'll see SUHHH be able to retreat back and get on defense.
Mike Boy tried to fake out KV1 there, can't quite do it. Now Tho versus Knight in the sky. Nothing to come from that chance either. KV1 wants to find Knight on that counter-attack. Looks like there's lots of failed counter-attacks at the moment. Both teams trying to find their teammates, but neither being successful in that endeavor. Minute 50 has elapsed. Tho now up high in his own corner, but with little boost, he has to leave it.
Mike Boy, high to the backboard, KV1, trying to possess. Was going for the corner boost, but that play was read by Mike Boy, who got the demo on KV1. Now Knight lunges at Mike Boy, who dodges. KV1 off the respawn, not able to get the best challenge. Mike Boy going for it all, and there's a tip from KV1, who gets bumped off the ball, but still manages to get that ball cleared out.
KV1, lovely little pinch attempts. Nothing can come from it, unfortunately for him. Mike Boy now going central with it.
Whoa.
Misreads that quite dramatically. So now one side will redirect. Instead, he just goes for the flick over the top. SUHHH in half the game take the lead.
And you can see this self-pass from Tho, so good. KV1, if he's not gonna be able to get that read, really needs to bumper demo Tho on that ball. You give him an isolation play. That's a perfect shot. Slipping underneath the crossbar. Wonderfully done by Tho.
See that trophy that they're both playing for on the right-hand side of your screens. And with this goal, Tho gets ever closer to securing game number 5 for his team. Mike Boy with a lovely pass. Tho can outspeed Knight. I tell you what, this 2v2 duo is looking a lot better than Secret's.
And this is when you really do start to worry. If you're Team Secret, you get out to a hot start, you really steal that first 3v3 game, and then you have KV1 dominate. But since that point, it has been all downhill for Team Secret. SUHHH has slowly been getting their momentum going. And it looks like that momentum continues to build here. We only have less than half the game left. 2 minutes left to play. Team Secret scoreless.
These 2 minutes gonna be huge for Team Secret. Mike Boy nearly another shot of vindication there. Knight can pass down towards KV1. The pinch attempt, but instead, we see Tho jump in the way for the demo. Shuts that play down entirely. KV1 up high. Tho now, that back corner. It's taking their time now, Arsa. It's a great idea. You don't want to overextend. You don't want to go for the 3 if you don't need the 3.
Now, Tho, we see an early challenge. This is going to be perhaps a chance now for SUHHH on the counter. KV1 has it get by him. Mike Boy sprints to the corner where he snags the 100. Tho, back to that same corner. KV1 dodges a bump. Has enough boost to go for an air dribble bump, but Mike Boy navigates around it.
Yeah, Mike Boy stayed grounded very intelligently. That's a long shot just wide. Third goal not quite coming in favor of SUHHH. But a couple of players are shying away from that ball. A few more seconds are wasted. Now KV1 with a failed flick gets rid of Mike Boy out of sheer frustration.
No boost to get around this ball. The flick was all he could manage, and now the net could be vulnerable. Quick shot, splits the defense, and Mike Boy will put SUHHH up by 3.
Game number 5 looking incredibly likely now, with Knight having to rush back. KV1 off the demo. SUHHH leading by 3, drawing the series 2 apiece. And we see Hibbs and Sad looking either side at their teammates' monitors thinking, right, how exactly are my boys doing?
Well, it's not looking good so far. And as much as people might have been thinking it was in the bag after that 1v1 Rocket League, more often than not a team game. However, KV1 showing some solo prowess.
And KV1 here runs out of boost now. That's all him just flying perfectly towards the ball. Doesn't quite touch the ground either, thanks for helping hand from Mike Boy. 2 goals to come back. Team Secret, by no means impossible.
And you do have to
Good
admire.
fake.
Oh, and that's going to be a goal.
Great fake, that's genius.
Oh, no way Team Secret brings this back.
That's genius. That's so clever. We saw apparently Jack and Chronic do it previously. They got a goal early on in their series. Team Secret get one late in their game. Now just 1. Do we see another tricksy kickoff?
What does Team Secret have left in the bag? Well, now they have possession, but Knight takes the boost. He's using it for a flip reset, now going for a ground pinch.
Oh.
Didn't make contact. KV1 gets demoed, and that is going to be it for SUHHH.
Good recovery.
Will lock this game in. They were starting to struggle near the end, but they closed it out.
Great recovery there from SUHHH. They knew that there might be a little bit of tricksiness coming out from Team Secret. Another Spanish kickoff perhaps, something more demo-y, something more speedy. In the end though, they are 2 goals in to a reverse sweep in the best of 5 to send Secret home. And SUHHH, opportunity in 3v3, it's probably what they would want. Oh, their best game mode.
They looked like they could have won game 1. They did win game 3. And now they are on the brink of reverse sweeping Team Secret, who just a little bit ago looked very comfortable. It was laughs all around. But nobody's smiling now. SUHHH winning 2 games in a row. Mike Boy with a mental of titanium, showing that he can keep his head in the game and help bring his team back.